Hey guys, it's Alex, and yes, I'm back again with another review. We're back to Pop Culture Shock, we're back to Street Fighter, and we have Charlie Nash and his Street Fighter V guys. This is Pop Culture Shock's first Street Fighter V statue that they've done, and they've done a couple others since, but this is the first guy. First went up for pre-order in November of 2015, so what we're in now, we're in September now, so he was under 2 years. But this did actually turn up around June, apparently, to the Pop Culture Shock warehouse. I know that because I paid shipping for this guy on June the 12th. Now, Pop Culture Shock, notorious for delays on their getting statues out. I mean, from, into production and actually coming out, and I don't mean shipping. But, I've always had a lenient, I'm a patient guy. And I'll go on record now and say that every single thing I've had from Pop Culture Shock has been fantastic. And if there's been any problems, they've sorted them super quickly. So I was a little disappointed when I paid shipping on this on June the 12th, and it arrived 4 days ago, and on the 1st of September. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Why shipping took so long? Now, took a while to ship out the 1-3 Ninjas when they were doing them, but they were QCing them in-house, which they do with all stuff now, which I think is a good thing. I don't mind waiting a couple of extra weeks for, in-house QC. But with the Ninjas, they were adding blood, they were, checking all of the stuff was okay, the light ups worked and everything, and checking the fabrics and all that sort of stuff. And like I say, adding blood where it's applicable. This guy is one solid piece and a base. So to me, that hair, that's okay, because that's obviously a thing that can break. Everything else is so solid, there's not really any QC to check. I mean, I've good once over the statue. I don't know how this is taken. It was actually took 77 days to ship, which is ridiculous. Now, if Pop Culture Shock want to continue to in-house QC, fair enough. But don't charge me shipping until it's ready, and it was a high shipping price, which Pop Culture Shock has said they're going to refund. Both Quan Chi and this. Quan Chi was £125 in shipping, which is ridiculous. Not a huge box, this is even a small statue. This was 90, which, 90 is not super bad, but they have said that they're going to refund if they can. Which hasn't happened yet, and that was about a month ago, I think. So I will keep updated on that, but hopefully they get their horses into gear and sort this shit out, because they were doing all this stuff to be more transparent, and we're gonna blah 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 blah, we're gonna do stuff right. And to be fair, there's been a few transparency posts and all this, but at the moment they're just plagued with people wanting refunds, people not getting refunds. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars here. They continue to put up stuff for pre-order, good stuff, fantastic stuff's going up for pre-order still. Their last Ultra Statue Dawson was fantastic, and the Ultimate Akuma set sold out, did really well for them. But they just aren't nailing down on this transparency side. I just think more information is needed, a constant flow of information. I'm going to compare them again to Fist Figures, because Fist Figures do everything right. You look at Alex and Chuckles, they are on Facebook constantly. A post goes up on Facebook about, hey, this is wrong, or oh, I don't like this about the statue. Bang, Alex is there, and he responds. The amount of stuff that goes up on PCS's page at the minute that gets no response, or it gets deleted without an explanation. I mean, I've seen Fist Figures delete stuff off their collectors club, but it's always like, hey, this has been resolved, or hey, this isn't the right place to ask this, please ask it somewhere else, or hey, this has been, and then they delete it. So there's actually been an answer, but Pop Culture Shock seem to be in the mindset of, we don't like this on our page, so let's get rid of it. But then I think, well, what's the point of having a page if you're just controlling it? Is it just, to advertise? It's obviously not to engage with the fans. So a little disappointed in that regard. Like I say, every statue I get from them is perfect. And, I've never really had a problem with waiting. But 77 days to ship I mean, it only took 4 days to get here. It was FedEx. You know, it shipped on the Monday, it was here for the Friday. So, you know, the fact that it just took so long just baffles me. And the thing is with this guy, I mean, we haven't really talked about the statue yet, but Nash comes in a few different flavours. You've got the regular, which I think is limited to 300 or 400, or maybe less. I don't know if they cut the regular size. And then there's the exclusive version, which is the same as the regular, but comes with the art print, which is limited to 200, I think. No, 175 for the normal regular. And then they did an alpha version, or Street Fighter Zero version, which has got the Street Fighter Zero colours, which was limited to 175 and also came in the art print. And then this guy, which is player 2 colours, purple jacket, maroon pants, was limited to just 100 pieces. Mine is number 15 out of 100. 100 pieces, and it took them 77 days to ship one out to me. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. And it really, you know, stuff like this doesn't really get to me usually, but yeah, really wound me up. But he's here now. We can have a look at him. What can I say about Nash? If you haven't played Street Fighter V, this is where they brought him back. Illuminati style, so he's got the Illuminati, Gil, Urian crystal in his head. And he's all sewn up Frankenstein style, or should I say Frankenstein's monster. You know, and I think Nash was super straight away a hit in the game. They changed him from a charged character to emotions, as most characters are on Street Fighter V. They gave him fucking genocide cutters, stolen straight from Krauser. Not from Krauser, from Rugal. You know, and they just made him super cool. Everything about him was cool. So when this went up, I think it did really well. I think they displayed it at, I can't remember if they displayed it at Evo first. And, you know, it was really, really well received. And I'm happy to say that the production piece, as usual, is spot on. The material that they've used on the puffer jacket is really nice. It's got like a silky, not silky, you know, it feels like a nylon-y puffy vest, you know. Sculpt's superb. Pose, you know, that's, you know, this is pretty much Nash's ready pose in the game. We've got mixed media trousers, really well done. Got padding in the pockets to bulk it out. The belt's mixed media. The boots are all sculpt. And the boots are actually incredibly well done. Laces are all sculpt, kind of like a flexible PVC maybe. But I'm just loving the boots here. You've got all these creases. You can really see it here. Really nicely done. And then if we go back up, Charlie's face, Nash's face, has the glasses on, which is done incredibly well. The glasses come attached. They're, you know, super delicate. They look spot on. There's nothing to complain about with old Charlie Nash here. You know, that big lump of hair at the front, no problems. Like I say, he has one solid piece, nothing connects, the hair doesn't connect. I remember on the mixed media Alex, they did like the strands of hair on magnets, and I didn't really like the, you know, the seams there. But nothing like that on Nash. He is absolutely perfect. Musculature, paint are fantastic. Not a brush stroke out of place as far as I can see. And that's what's the frustrating part about Hot Clutch Shop. Their products, like I say, I've never had anything bad. I must have had 50 statues off them and never had anything bad. And if I have had anything bad, it's been like a broken piece or whatever. I've had, you know, they always replaced or given me a full refund with no questions asked, really. So I really hope that they come back from this and, you know, do kind of pick up a little bit. I've been saying this on a few videos now, and they're kind of getting there. It's just, you know, if they're going to say transparency, don't delete posts off Facebook. Give us, you know, we're grown-ups, we can take it. If you say, oh, this statue, by the way, is not going to come out for another 6 months, say it. Say it and give people the refunds. And then if they want to order the statue when it comes out, which a lot of people have, they've been doing, you know, warehouse gems and 25% off statues and things like that. And from what I can see, they've been selling a real, you know, a good load of statues. So, you know, if people want to buy them later on, I mean, something like the Lord of Darkness, which is pushing over 3 years now. You know, it's a $1,000 1/3 scale, 40-inch statue. It's going to be a beast of a statue. It's supposed to be shipping out this month. There's no way it's going to ship out this month. But just tell people, you know, 150 edition size of a 1/3 Lord of Darkness is not going to sit around. That is going to be sold out, you know. And I know once it's in hand, that is just going to have such a buzz about it. As most Pop Culture Shock statues do, I think. Once they're in hand, they have such a good buzz about them. Because, like I say, they're always, you know, on form. And especially, and the best thing is, really, it sounds dumb, but because they take so long to come out, they're really cheap. Like, I think this is $375 or something. You know, it wasn't really expensive, or it might have just been $400. You know, it's not expensive for a quarter scale. I've done that quite a bit on collectiblesdirect.co.uk, gone back and seen pieces that were at pre-Brexit prices. So, like Kotal Khan, I paid £300 for mine, and it's a $500 statue. If I paid that from Pop Culture Shock now with the current exchange rate, I'll be paying way over £400, probably close to $450. I paid £300 for my Sun God because it was on like the old exchange rate. So yeah, I mean, like I say, they're keeping the prices low. They're doing everything right when it comes to sculpts. They're doing everything right when it comes to designs. They're doing everything right when it comes to pre-ordering, blah, blah, blah. If they can just sort out the times that statues are getting delivered, that doesn't even bother me, actually. They can take 2 years. They can take 2 years for me. I just wish to get the shipping sorted, these refunds sorted, get the customer service sorted. And they are getting there, but they need to get there a bit quicker. I know this hasn't been much of a Nash review, but there's not much to say about the statue because there's nothing really wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's if you want a 1/4 scale mixed media Nash, you're not going to get this from anyone else. And you're certainly not going to get, you know, this. It looks like it's jumped out of the game. That's what I love about Pop Culture Shock. Everyone can say what they want about Connecticut and Eric Sosa and that, but those sculpts to me aren't great. Pop Culture Shock nails it every time for me. Granted, I've not seen Connecticut or any of the Eric Sosa stuff in hand, but just from pictures and videos and stuff, they just don't work for me. Hey, they work for others, and that's fine. But for me, you know, I've been a Street Fighter fan since Street Fighter 2 came out on the Super Famicom, and I've continued to play all up to this day. No one does it better than Pop Culture Shock, in my opinion. And Nash just continues that trend. So there you go, guys. A quick rundown of Pop Culture Shock and the woes of Pop Culture Shock, but more importantly, a quick look at Nash, which, like I say, is fantastic. I imagine the regulars of this are going to be floating around for around £200. And I really think that it'll be worth picking up because there's no swap outs, there's no thingy. The exclusive version is literally a print, and then the others are just colours. If you want a Street Fighter 5 version, you can pick up the reg. The print, shall I get the print? I'm not even going to show the print. It's okay. It's kind of Nash in shadow. It's quite a dark print, which I'm not a fan of. It's a good size, but I'm not even going to show the print. Prints don't do it for me. I don't really care about prints. They all just go in the box and go in the loft, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to pick up Nash in his Street Fighter 5 colours, wait for the regular. I reckon it's going to be cheap. Kind of like the regular Ryu. You can pick that up for around £200, which, again, is a fantastic piece. So there you go, guys. Nash, Pop Culture Shock. That's about it, really. King coming in. I've had another piece today from Gaming Heads, which I haven't had anything through for a while. King should be here soon. Ultimate Swordsman from XM. And then hopefully a few more going into October. One Punch Man, Sif from Dark Souls. A lot of First Figure stuff coming in. Hopefully a bit of Prime 1 and Sideshows too. But hey, stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.